Hello everyone, welcome to Intellipaat's live webinar on which AWS certification should you choose in 2022. Today's webinar will be conducted by Mr. Sanjay Sharma, who is an AWS solution architect professional, training consultant, and a subject matter expert. He has more than 20 years of experience in the field of corporate training. He has strong expertise in AWS cloud computing, VMware data center virtualization, and cybersecurity. In addition, he has conducted many online webinars on a large platform over cloud computing. So guys, let's welcome Mr. Sanjay into the session. Sir, over to you.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sanjay Sharma and welcome you to the session of AWS Cloud Computing. So guys, our main agenda of the session is to discuss about introduction of AWS, concept of AWS, how good is AWS as a career choice, and which is the best AWS certification for 2022. And at the end of the session, we are going to conduct question and answer session. If you have any question related to course or any inquiry you have, you may ask questions, right? Now, guys, I need to start this session with the introduction of AWS. So you might have heard about AWS cloud computing. As you know, AWS cloud computing is for every use these days, especially in the field of IT. Even all major companies either migrated their physical infrastructure over the cloud, or they are in a process to do so. And such kind of changes are being seen because of advantages of cloud computing over traditional IT infrastructure. It means here one thing is very clear. AWS cloud computing is now necessary to learn for every IT professional or people somehow connected with the cloud services. Nowadays, AWS cloud computing is being used almost in every field, as already I said. So some good example we can take here, such as education, IT infrastructure, software development, and the entertainment industry, e-commerce, medical field, research and development, and many other fields we can mention. In addition, with the help of cloud computing, it would be easier for us to implement and use field like artificial intelligence and machine learning, where the huge data is required as input, right? So today, AWS is known for high availability, resiliency, agility, durability, and the performance. So these are some technical words we need to understand. So we will discuss about all these things in our trainings, right? Okay, guys, next is, so I'm just starting with the AWS global infrastructure, actually, why actually AWS is preferred by people and what they have actually extraordinary. So AWS is the world's most comprehensive and broadly used cloud platform, first of all. And AWS global infrastructure is built to deliver AWS cloud services with the highest quality and performance. AWS provides services throughout the world in more than 245 countries and territories. And AWS cloud infrastructure, which we see in our AWS management console, is built around regions and availability zone, right? So AWS cloud spans 81 availability zones and 26 geographic locations. And these geographic locations are known as regions. So this AWS infrastructure is spread around the world. AWS is offering more than 200 fully featured services from their data center globally. And AWS has millions of customers, including the startups, largest organizations, and leading government agencies as well, right? So AWS is trusted over 1 million customers of all types, and people really trust AWS infrastructure because it is more agile and available at low cost. I need to just show you something here. For example, I was talking about AWS global infrastructure, right? So if you see, and you would better understand now that what I was just trying to explain you. So this is AWS global infrastructure, and this global infrastructure is divided into multiple regions, and in every region we have multiple availability zones. So let's say this is India. In India we have a region in Mumbai, and if you see these blue color dots, these are the availability zones. What are the availability zones? Availability zones are basically group of data centers. And these purple color dots are basically edge locations. So these are basically providing the connectivity between availability zones, regions, and edge locations are also used for CDN, for the content distribution and content delivery, right? So if you see, the one continent is connected with another continent through fiber optics. So all these infrastructure is is managed by AWS. So, and this is a very high speed network, and it is giving approximately 100 Gbps connectivity, right? And right inside, if you see, this is a region we have, and within the region we have number of availability zones, and in each availability zone we have multiple data centers, and these data centers are connected through POPs, basically points of presence, or you can say edge locations. So okay, so this way you will have some better idea what I was just trying to explain here. And I'm coming back here to just continue. So because if you see this slide, so total 26 regions we have. And if you see these orange color dots, these are the regions are going to come, right? Or coming soon. You will see in coming year, you will have more number of regions. And not only this, AWS is now offering local zone as well as a wavelength zone, which is for advanced usage. Correct? Next is concepts of AWS. So by the way, the concepts of AWS is not small. It's a very wide technology. AWS Cloud Computing Platform is a large collection of services, and services are divided into groups such as compute services, we have storage services, we have network services, we have security services, and we have database services as well. So all these services are offered through their AWS global infrastructure using the internet. So you must have only the internet connection to access AWS, correct? So I'm talking about some examples about services to explain. So very first, and the most significant service I'm taking here is EC2. EC2 is a compute service in AWS, and EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. Using EC2 service, you can create and manage a virtual machine. And virtual machine in AWS is known as EC2 instance. So using EC2 instance, you can save a huge investment cost to run your physical servers in your physical environment. So no need to maintain your own data center. You don't require your own data center. You don't require your own physical server. Only AWS management comes through the AWS management console. Now on AWS cloud platform, you can create virtual machines. Virtual machines could be your virtual servers, right? So EC2 instances can be used to host web servers, web application servers, or any other kind of servers in your infrastructure that you need according to your project requirements. EC2 services is also used to implement load balancers and auto scaling. Means if you have number of machines of the similar kind and you need to distribute the load, so we have a EC2 service. And if you want to scale in or scale out number of EC2 instances, if you want to increase number of instances, if you want to decrease number of instances on the basis of certain conditions, you can use EC2 service. So everything is there in this particular EC2. EC2 is very big service, by the way. So this complex architecture and task seems simpler if you have a proper administrative knowledge about AWS, right? So in EC2, you have complete flexibility to choose any operating system and any instance configuration as well. It means if you want to create a Linux machine or Linux server, any kind of a Linux distribution you can take, like RHEL, CentOS, Fedora, SUSE, Ubuntu, any one of so that you prefer for to create your virtual machine, and any kind of instance configuration in terms of virtual CPUs and RAM you can provide. Even GPU can also provide, and you can enhance network connectivity as well with this instance configuration. Not only this, you can connect multiple EBS volumes. Volumes means EBS is basically kind of a hard disk that you connect with EC2 instance. I'm just giving a simple, very simple theoretical example so that you can understand what is there in AWS. So EC2 is a one service, and you can do a lot of things. You can completely, you can manage machines, you can create machines, you can link machines, you can apply load balancing, you can apply auto scaling, everything you can do, right? Next, I'm taking a simple example of database. Database also is a very complex, right? Because if you're talking about the database, so in database group of services, AWS has SQL and NoSQL database service. So these services can be used to provision database servers, or you can also use them in serverless. Means you have both options to create, or manage a database in a serverless manner, or you can provision a server. Here we are explaining about RDS in very short. RDS is a basically relational database service, and using RDS, we can create RDS instances or database instances for SQL database. Relational database services make it easy to set up, operate, and scale database instances in an AWS cloud. So RDS support almost all popular database engine that you generally listen about them, right? For example, MySQL, PostgreSQL, MariaDB, Oracle, MS SQL, and a new database engine, AWS Aurora. So AWS Aurora is a new database engine, and it is a product of AWS. And if you, according to AWS, they are saying the Amazon Aurora is approximately 5 times faster as compared to MySQL. And you will get an opportunity to learn all these things. RDS is a cost efficient and provides resizable capacity for industry standard relational database, and manages common database administration tasks. RDS manages backups, software patching, automatic failure detection, and recovery as well. And you can also create and manage read replicas to enhance availability to RDS service. So in RDS, you can create any kind of a database server. You can create a load balancer between the RDS machines or RDS instances, or you can manage everything that you generally see in your physical data center. And I think this is more flexible actually. So here you will take less time, and you will have better features to use RDS, right? So next example, I'm taking about storage service because the storages or the storage services, this particular topic, or you can say services, is basically huge. In AWS offers basically 3 different kind of storages. We have 3 different kind of storage services. For example, we have an object storage service, we have a file system storage service, and we also have a block storage service. So S3 is a object storage, or it can also be known as a flat storage. It is highly secure and redundant object storage in AWS. In S3 storage, you can store any amount of data. Any amount means any amount. Means whatever the data you have, and the data could be in your zettabyte or petabytes, right? Any amount of data you have, you can upload that data in S3 storage space. So in S3 storage, you can store any amount of data, and this storage is accessible over the internet. And sometimes we call it as storage over the internet. And S3 can be used to build a data lake and used for backup and restore data. S3 is excellent storage to achieve data at very low cost, and you can run cloud native application as well on S3. S3 also offers integration to help prevent data breaches, and you get data flexibility at almost zero latency. S3 also provides storage classes to save the cost for your stored data in S3. In addition, S3 has a number of significant features to make it an incredible service, right? So this is a really incredible service, and we have the large number of features and its properties. So you can do replication, you can manage it, you can set the life cycle of data, everything that you can do here. But it's a really big service. So guys, how good is AWS as a career choice? So if you want to make a career in cloud computing, AWS is the right choice. There are a number of significant factors behind it, right? So one by one, I'll try to just explain. So being AWS certified opens many opportunities for landing a good and high pay, or you can say high paying career. So it grows credibility, which will help you to grow in your career. So you can select your career in AWS as a AWS cloud architect, cloud software engineer, AWS cloud developer, cloud DevOps engineer, security professional, and you can also be a good network professional engineer using AWS. So you have a lot of opportunity. It depends on means what exactly where exactly you are focusing on. So how good is AWS as a career choice? As I just detailed, after AWS training and certification, you can opt for a number of positions or number of roles. Not only this, there are numerous benefits of opting for a career in AWS cloud. So it increases credibility. You will have more job opportunities in your hand, whether you are a fresher or an experienced professional. So AWS certification and training develops your skill set, basically. So you got an opportunity to enhance your skill set. AWS is the highest rated certification these days. If you just go and Google it, so you can find the number of, so throughout the world, means if you say USA, Europe, or in Asian countries, so you will find, so AWS is on top priority. So AWS is accessible in more than 190 countries, and AWS, we have more than 1,500 major and minor services within the AWS. Not only this, day by day, its popularity is being increased, and worldwide, it has a more than 1 million active customers, or you can say satisfied customers, right? So in this COVID pandemic, what did we realize? Cloud computing is adopted worldwide, and cloud has played a key role in maintaining activities during the outbreak. So with the employees working from home, using conferencing system and remote access to their working tools, everywhere the cloud computing is becoming essential to cope with the crisis. Scalability and elasticity of the cloud have proven the limitations of legacy applications and infrastructure during challenging times. The cloud market is dominated by AWS, nearly 40%, right? Approximately the 40%. and other cloud providers are following with their market share. No doubt, AWS is number one, no doubt. And it is number one because of feature and services offered to the customers are incomparable. I'm saying it's incredible and incomparable, right? Okay. AWS is adopted by many popular business houses, for example, Netflix and Salesforce, and many more. The AWS and Salesforce are global strategic partners now, and world's leading cloud provider and number one CRM platform are making it easier for a professional to develop and launch customer applications. So if you just go and search, you will find the Salesforce and the AWS are strategic partners. Netflix also is a satisfied customer using AWS. So AWS enables the Netflix to quickly deploy thousands of servers and terabytes of storage within a minute. So I think Netflix success story, right? Okay, so national average. I'm talking about the salaries now because the very important factors, basically the commercial factor. The people once they deciding about a new course or new vertical or new learning, they definitely are also interested. I mean, how much you will get once you just trained in this particular field. So by the way, this is a very important to learn AWS cloud computing because it opens your gate to this new world. So national average salary in India and US, we have just defined, and salaries are based on Glassdoor statistics. You can achieve more than average salaries with a good training and certification with Intellipaat. So you will have a lot of hands-on projects, assignments, question and answers, certification, preparation, a number of things are there. So definitely it will give you a lot of opportunity to learn AWS more deeply. Okay, so in the list of top IT certification for year 2022, you will find AWS is leading and it is in the demand as well. Okay. Here we have some actually certifications about AWS, right? So if you see, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 or 11 certifications, 10 or 11 certifications we have. So if you see the very first below here in the center or downward side is a cloud practitioner. So it is basically the entry level of certification. Of course, this is a part of our curriculum also because we are including this certification in our the general course. And it is intended for anyone who wants to gain basic knowledge of AWS cloud platform. So this is entry level of certification, and we are including this certification in AWS Solution Architect Associate level training. So AWS Solution Architect Associate level. So this is the next certification generally you should see, right? Because in order to understand about AWS platform, so this certification is a significant certification, a very important certification. So this certification is in the most demand. It gives you hands-on experience with the AWS technology, including compute, networking, storage, databases, services, and you will also learn the deployment of applications and management of services. You will have the experience to work with both AWS Management Console and AWS CLI, right? So if you see, we have the certification for system administration and developer. So these are three verticals. One is architect, another is operation, and for developers, we have the third vertical, developers. And if you see these green color badges, so these are showing these are the professional level of certification in these categories. And right hand side, you have a specialty certification as well. In this, let's say if you are good in networking and you want to pursue your career in AWS, So you have a certification AWS networking. For data analyst, there's another certification. For database engineers, this is a specialty certification, database specialty. And for machine learning, as well as for security, correct? Even this platform also is very recommended for IoT, and industrial professionals are using this platform very frequently. Okay, so but before that, because my colleague will join, before that, I need to just show you a few things on AWS Cloud Platform. Let's say this is my AWS Management Console. I need to show you something. I'm just logging in. So this will be easier for me to just demonstrate if I directly open AWS Management Console, right? So this is your AWS Management Console, and we have two different kind of console these days. So this is just announced a few days back. Earlier, we had this type of AWS Management Console. If you see, in this, we have large group of services. The compute is a group of service within these. So EC2, Lightsail, Lambda, Batch, Elastic Beanstalk, AWS Outpost, all these are the services under compute. In containers, you will have an opportunity to just learn the container registry service. This is for the container. And for Kubernetes, we have a service. Under the storage, we have S3, EFS, FSX, Glacier, gateways, and backup services. In database, we have the large number of services, right? And you can see the migration and transfer, because these days the people are migrating their physical servers. They're converting them into virtual machine, and then they are transferring and migrating to AWS. So how to migrate machines from your on-prem environment to AWS, that you will learn. And we have the large number of services for migration and transfer. For networking and content delivery, these are the services. Each and every name that you see here on this AWS Management Console is a service. So if you open this, you will go into that particular dashboard, and you can start work on them, on these services. And developer tool, these are for the developer. And customer enablement and robotics. For the machine learning, we have the separate group. For the machine learning, you can see the large number of set of services we have. For analytics, for business analytics and analytics, we have the number of services. For IoTs, we have the services, right? And for the business application, these are the next services. For media services, if you want to convert your media, if you want to stream your media, if you want to connect your media with your applications, you have the large number of the services for the different use cases. And this is for the management and the governance. So if you see the total, more than 200 services we have. And in each and every service, you have the component of the services, or you can say minor services. So total 1,500 services are there. So this is your choice to select your vertical, but you will start your journey from AWS Solution Architect, and then you will understand better. So I think I'm waiting for my colleague here. So he will join and he will continue. Yes, anybody's there? Okay.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Sanjay, Satish here, Sanjay. I'm the mentor from Intellipaat.
Yeah, please carry on.
Yeah. So hello all, very good evening. I'm Satish. I'm a senior mentor from Intellipaat. I've just made my presence to give you the best, most optimistic solution what Intellipaat can able to offer pertaining to AWS or the cloud technologies. So before that, deep diving into the session, I would like to deliver my immense thanks to Sanjay for giving such a wonderful and valuable insights pertaining to the cloud technologies. I hope everyone would have got some insights and knowledge pertaining to cloud technologies on how they can plan their career path as well. I hope everyone would be aligning with my thoughts, right? So am I audible, guys? I hope everyone can able to see my screen here, I guess, right? So it's nothing more than that the Intellipaat homepage, right? So I could see, or for sure, I'm pretty sure that there would be various people over here who are ideally looking out for a career transition into the technology of cloud, or who would be looking forward to upgrade the skill sets into the cloud technology, or you could be seeing there would be various set of professionals with the different goals and everything. So I'm just going to suggest you the best options into the cloud technology if someone is looking out for to expand their horizons into the cloud, or if someone is looking forward to enter into the cloud technology. So what you can do is, once you go to intellipaat.com, okay, you can just type AWS and click on search. You can see various options or suggestions pertaining to AWS. In this, you can see the fourth option, which is called as the AWS Certification Masters Training, right? You can able to see the program over here, right? Okay, so that is the AWS Certification Masters course, which you can able to see that. All right. Okay. So if you could able to see that AWS Certification Masters course, okay. So this is one of the most prestigious and comprehensive certification offered in collaboration with IBM. So as everyone would be aware, IBM is a pioneer in terms of technologies, what it has, or it has contributed, or it's being contributing to the real-time world, right? And on scrolling up down, you can see this program comprises all the components pertaining to the AWS cloud, precisely starting commencing from AWS solution architect, AWS developer, AWS SOPs, AWS cloud migration, and DevOps architecture, and as well as the AWS DevOps training also, right? And adding to it, this program, it's a completely a comprehensive package pertaining to the technology of cloud computing as well for you, right? And this program totally comprises of 9 topics, where in the 6 topics are going to be live virtual classroom training, and balance 3 topics are going to be complementary as well, which is e-learning for you, right? And the heart and soul lies in the first 6 live session topics for you. Precisely the first 6 live session topics: AWS developers, SysOps, solution architect, cloud migration, DevOps, and deployment of DevOps on AWS, that is AWS DevOps. So if someone is looking out for a good a smoother career transition into the technology of AWS and DevOps, they can I would strongly recommend them to go ahead with this program. And trust me, guys, there is no any prerequisite required to take up this training program. Anybody can learn it, including IT professionals, AWS consultants, or solution architects, or anyone who wants to become a AWS professional, and individuals who wants to build their career into AWS, and even the freshers and undergraduates can apply for this course as well, right? And adding to it, is there any prerequisites? Yes, there is no prerequisite required for training to take up this program. And fundamental outline knowledge on what is cloud would be beneficial, but that is not mandate. But on a safer side, this program's tailoring and this program's mentorship has been prepared and structured in such a manner that everything is going to be taught to you from the scratch for you over here. All right. Okay. That is what which is going to be, that's what the program has been designed as well. So if you could see, you can see what roles does the AWS solution architect play over here, right? So these are some of the important roles, that's what the AWS solutions architect play over here. Some of the important career outcomes that you can concentrate is AWS administrator, solutions architect, developer, infrastructure manager, AWS operations manager, and AWS cloud engineer as well. So these are some of the important roles that what a AWS solution architect would play the roles as well. And on deep diving into the skill sets, okay, you can see some of the most important and prominent skill sets which you will be upskilling or learning in this program. And trust me, guys, this is completely a practical program as well. And you can also see the important tools that you'll be mastering in on taking up this program too. Right. And projects, this is completely a practical program. So let me just quickly deep dive into the projects, offerings, and services. So as a part of this training program, you would be having 251 hours of live instructor-led interactive online classroom training, where the classes will be only on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. IST. And we do have a weekday batch, which is commencing from tomorrow morning, Tuesday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. IST. So we have 2 batches. One is a weekend evening, other one is a weekday morning. So whichever the batch you're comfortable with, you can choose the batches. And adding to it, you have the flexibility to attend the classes as well, infinite number of times throughout your life. Okay. You can attend as many batches or as many classes as you want throughout your life. Okay. Which is the one of the most flexible offerings what Intellipaat can able to offer it for you. So even after you complete the course, get into a job, transit your career, if you want, you can start commencing the sessions once again from the scratch. And adding to it, for each and every learner post their enrollment, they are entitled to get the course materials worth of 200 hours of high quality e-learning videos, comprising e-learning videos, PDFs and PPTs as well, which is also lifetime free accessible and lifetime free upgradable too. Okay, and which is also available for you in your LMS. And next is the mentorship. Speaking on the mentorship part, it's completely 70% practical mentorship and 30% theoretical mentorship as well, which we are going to concentrate over here. And in this program, you'd be entitled to work on approximately 50 plus business case studies and 50 plus real-time projects, focusing on diverse industrial verticals like manufacturing, product, service, e-commerce, supply chain, healthcare, retail, BFSA, etc. So diverse industrial-based case studies will be giving you a knowledge in order to be a creative problem solver, and diverse industrial based projects will make your hands completely dirty enough to solve the real-time challenges pertaining to AWS too. All right, and the next other important information is, if you could see us, you would be going ahead with the certificate. Okay, so upon completion of all the topics, you are entitled to get the certificate, which is globally recognized, which is from IBM. So you'll be certified by IBM as a DevOps engineer as well on taking up this program, right? And for pertaining to DevOps, you'll be certified as a DevOps engineer as well, which is globally recognized. And the course curriculum as well is completely prepared in such a manner, okay, that is meant for you to crack all the AWS exams: AWS certified developer exam, associate solutions architect exam, cloud migration exam, AWS DevOps exam, sysops administrator exam, everything. So this is a one-stop single place repository for you to expand your horizons into the technology of AWS. And this is a sample certificate which you are entitled to get upon completion of the program, which you can able to see it over here, right? Yeah, you'll be getting a global recognition in your profile through IBM as a DevOps engineer as well. All right, and you can also see about the pay scales, industry trends, what is running in the market pertaining to AWS and everything. Fine, so you can just have a look at it. And next, you will be learning about peer learning as well. Peer learning is nothing but, even though we believe our industry experts can help you to reach your career goals, we also believe that fellow batchmates interaction would be enhancing your learning experience. You can have a discussion and with your fellow batchmates who are from diverse industries, diverse business backgrounds. It will be helpful for you to enhance your skill sets, and you can have a group discussion. You can work on group projects, group assignments. Okay, it's completely a platform for you to enhance your professional learning experience precisely, which is going to be concentrated. And trust me, guys, and this program also comes with inbuilt guaranteed interview calls also. So each and every learner is entitled to get some interview calls, up to 3 interview calls from the MNCs. Okay, and through inbuilt for this program through our assistance. Okay, so and this program also comes up with a prominent commitment of guaranteed interview calls, maximum up to 3 interview calls for each and every learner. So towards this, what we do is we provide a pivotal assistance for you as well in terms of building your resume, building your LinkedIn profile, and then we share you the frequently asked interview questions, and then we train you rigorously on the interview questions as well, and then we start outsourcing your CV as well with 500 plus hiring partners globally. And then we guarantee you assured 3 interview calls as well for meaty roles into AWS technology as well. And scrolling down, you can also see the list of companies who are hiring learners aggressively. You can see some of the important companies where our alumni work as well. All right, so this is all about the program, guys. And adding to it, let me any doubts, guys, so that I can able to resolve it. Any doubts so far? Any questions? Any questions from anyone? Any questions, guys? All right, so then let me just take you through the program fee. And anyway, I've just included my contact info, my mobile number and WhatsApp info as well. So if you feel that you want a career counseling on how AWS would be the right option, or if you're looking out for a right technology to upskill yourself or to broaden your skill sets, okay, so I'm more glad to assist you, where you can reach out to me in the mentioned contact number. So let's on speaking about the program fee. Okay, so on speaking about the program fee, it comes to INR 55,005 plus taxes, which comes to INR 64,905 all inclusive. Yeah, so 55K plus taxes comes to 64,905 all inclusive. So in this, each and every learner is for the people who are okay, who enrolling before today, before midnight, before 12 midnight today, they are entitled to get discounts of flat INR 15,000 rupees each. Flat 15,000 rupees each. Okay, fine. Yeah, fine. So, and adding to it, this flat 15,000 each, I have only 5 coupons left with me for 5 participants among this webinar. So, and the scholarship works on first come, first serve basis as well. So, and we do have flexible, no cost EMI options also. Right. So, and if you are interested, or if you want to know more about the program, or if you want to get some career mentorship or guidance, okay, you're more eligible, or you're more glad to reach out to me as well in the contact info provided too. All right. Yeah, I'm also posting that info over here for everyone, so that, yeah, I hope everyone can able to see my contact info as well. Right. You can just reach out to me directly. Okay. If you have any doubts or clarifications or anything pertaining to it, guys. So that's all, guys. Thanks a lot for your valuable presence. If there is any questions, you can post it to me now. I'm more glad to resolve it. Any questions, guys? Any questions from my side which I had to resolve it? You can post it over chat. All right, guys. So I hope everyone will be clear. All right. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for your yeah, from Sushma. Duration of this course, Sushma, the duration of the program is ideally 4 to 4.5 months of time, but this program is flexible also. We can able to give you a right learning path where you can able to complete the program in a short span of time. And this program, everything is for lifetime for you. We have learners who are completing the program in 4 months also, 6 months also, 8 months also, 10 months also, or even 12 months also. So we have learners as well from who wants to complete a program in a different span of time up to their flexibility. But once you complete 60% of the course, we'll start with the career services. Once you complete 80% of the course, you'll start getting the interview calls. Yeah, I hope I have answered this. Are you clear, Sushma? Or any queries, you can post it. All right. Yeah. Any other queries or clarifications, guys? All right. Okay. So if there is any queries or clarifications, please don't hesitate to reach me in the contact number mentioned above, guys. Yeah. Okay, guys. Yeah. Thank you.